Hi guys, thank you for coming to my channel, Heavenly Star Tarot. I'm going to be doing my Aries today. This is going to be for the month of February. I can never say that month, and that's my month. 2022. It's going to be a general reading. It can apply to your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. Energies go back and forth. That means it could be you, it could be them, it could be both. I guess we shall see. It won't always resonate. I have pre-shuffled and all this, but I know sometimes you guys like to see it. So there you go. You saw it? Let's do this. I call love and light, angels, spirit guides, higher self, all that is divine and heavenly. Please help me give my Aries the perfect message that is intended for them to receive, that will help them, guide them, show them on their true life purpose. Ooh, Judgment beneath the deck. Some kind of wake-up call. Okay. Maybe somebody's being a bit judgmental. We shall see. Let's see, what was I getting for you guys? A lot of going within, trying to find your truth, trying to gain that mental clarity. For some of you, there's some kind of dissolving of partnerships. Overall, what I was getting overall, feeling like you're not getting the whole story, or that their side is feeling this. Like, yeah, I see your point, and that part makes sense, but I feel like I'm not getting the whole story. Something like that, like something's hidden. We'll get more info. So my Aries, we're going to deal with your recent past, last year, last month, last second, person, place, or situation. Okay, Judgment wants to come up again. A wake-up call. That's my 1010 card. Some of you guys might be seeing 1010 a lot. That's just a way of confirming them doubts you might be having. Or it's a sign for whatever that you are inquiring about. Either, I feel like it's a confirmation. But, you know, plug it in accordingly. Judgment is a resurrection. A resurrecting of ideas, resurrecting of relationships, making something, giving something a second chance. So maybe some of you guys might be considering giving someone a second chance, or this is what they are doing, you know, towards you. But there's that whole, there's something missing. Not getting the whole story. Should I give this person, place, or situation another chance, knowing that I don't know it all, or feeling like there's something missing? Now, the something missing doesn't necessarily have to be something bad. I mean, we do have Valentine's coming around. Maybe that's why there's a bit of secrecy there. That's a good missing, right? Of course, not always the case. Depends on your situation. We'll get more info. Now, present energy for my Aries. I know I've been missing for a while, but I'm back. My intention, too many cards, is to be more active. You have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So look, weighing out the pros and the cons. I feel a little bit of investigative work here. You know, like, on one hand, they've done this, they've done that, so I can't forgive that, or, you know, I can, but should I? On the other hand, this is happening, this is what I've heard, this is what I've seen, you know, something like that. Others of you, this is in regards to your just overall feeling, getting your life on track, and trying to go within or figure out how to have that healthy balance between, could be a couple of things, could be a lot of things, but I like to give an example like, when you have your home life and your career life, your love life, like, is one side getting more than the other because there is one side obviously complaining about it, like you're working too much or you're always with so and so. Someone might be a bit jealous of the attention that the other situation or person is getting. This could be you as well. Like, well, you want to give it a second chance, but the reason we broke up or, we don't have that connection anymore is because you were working too much. It's because you were too involved with your friends. It's because you were too whatever, right? And now you're saying you have changed, things have changed. Now it's going to be a healthy balance. You're going to be at least equal. Something like this. Like, not really believing it. Like, I got to see it to believe it, but I don't know that I want to give it another chance and waste my time and energy on this again. So that's that, also feeling that emotional roller coaster. Don't want to go through that again, ups and downs. Also feeling like it could deal with your money, just trying to balance that checkbook, In your near future, you have the Page of Swords, another page. Could be somebody younger, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, or these are just some young adults. Could be your children, or you are a young adult, and it feels like it could be starting something new. A page, the source has to do with communication. It has to do with your thoughts. I also see it as like research, like getting to the bottom of things, trying to find that truth. Why did I say another page? That's not a page, but he looks like a page for some reason to me. I don't know. So, watching, being on the lookout, kind of expecting the worst. Before I give you a chance, I'm going to spy on you. It's like I'm going to do some something mock. I don't know, I'm getting like mock trial where you just see how it's going to be probationary period. Could be work related, where before I give you this job or the second chance, before I fire you, let's see if you have, prioritized better, if you have balance back in your life, because there might have been some drama going on here. So someone is saying they're not that way anymore, that you can rely on them, that they are dependable, that they will not do what they have done, and maybe they were acting too hasty, something like this. Did I get to what I was trying to say? I don't remember, but yeah, it's like a very investigative. I'm going to watch, I'm going to see before I decide. Could be dealing with someone that's pretty immature. Why did I get another card? I don't know. Okay. Apparently this is something that you don't trust. The Seven of Swords wants to be over here with this Page of Swords. So that's 7 swords, and that page has 1 sword. That's 8 of swords. So there's a lot of overthinking, too much in your thoughts. There's anxiety, trying to cut through the illusions, trying to get to the truth. Excuse me. Oh my God, my voice. Excuse me. So usually the Seven of Swords, it's the feeling, the vibe of non-trust, not trusting, feeling like there's some deception there, your side, their side, both sides, exit, planning some kind of exit strategy. It's a plan, especially if you're not, letting them know that you're watching what they're doing, or you might not know that someone is watching what you're doing before some decision is made. It's behind the scenes. I was kind of talking about this with Aquarius, where it's some kind of clever endeavor, cleverly, maybe having someone call you, looking at social media, a friend of a friend, trying to investigate something without you knowing who it is trying to investigate. Does that make sense? If you're trying to get back together with a person and maybe they had a tendency to cheat and lie, sending them, somebody attractive, having them bump into them in some way to see how they would react if they only have eyes for you. Something like that. Very clever before this decision is made. Okay. It's a test. Somebody is testing somebody. Before this communication takes place, the Eight of Wands. Oh, I hope this has nothing to do with cat. What is that called? Catfishing. My goodness, why are my cards so out of balance? Let's see. I think that's better. Ooh, look at that. The Nine of Cups over here. Wish come through. Is it too good to be true? This communication. So, I like that. So the Eight of Wands is communication, back and forth, pretty fast. Whatever this is pretty fast. If it has to do with work, this is just that regular stuff that is done, where they do the background checks, the drug test, the verifying the work history and all this. Once this is all investigated and verified, then the emails of the new hire thing come in, right? Like, let me investigate before I make this decision. Could have something to do with the previous employees or work situation that was going on, where they might have gotten a lot of people that weren't loyal, very misleading, didn't live up to the task. So they're doing their due diligence this time, or you are, if you're an employer, your boss like that. It's like even like babysitting situations or housekeeper, really looking at everything this time around, not falling for the sob stories or not following through with the leads because they were just so nice and you would never expect them to have been the way they apparently were. Something like this. I see a lot of social media, maybe looking at Facebook and Instagram. Apparently they do that now with work, right? They look at all that to see what you really are like behind the scenes, where you're not acting all professional in the interview, saying the right things, the right words, having those answers already written down to the possible questions. Others of you, this is you doing your due diligence, where you are having those answers written down because of the experience that you have had dealing with these interviews, these employers. Like, I know what they're going to ask. I'm going to be ready. I'm not going to get tongue-tied this time. I'm ready. I got this. So that's awesome. So a lot of back and forth. As soon as this is verified, then it happens fast. It's fast. Okay. Also, just the fact, let's not be so judgmental. CM. For some reason, that might make sense to some of you guys. CM. Okay. Now let's verify. Judgment clarified by the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is good. Usually when it's upright, it has to deal with drama. It has to do with miscommunication, conflict, anguish. So fives are about change. So there's a need to change the way that you communicate or that you think. So underneath judgment. So kind of what I was saying just now, not being so judgmental, not judging that book by its cover, not assuming the worst. Whether this needs to be part of, your now going on, or maybe before you were being too gullible. Like, I can't explain it. Hopefully it makes sense to you guys. But it's in reverse. So this is getting out of that mentality not falling for whatever this is. Kind of that knowing, like that first instinct that you had about this, you know, kind of going for that and not second guessing and rationalizing it. Rationalizing it. But there's some kind of change that has happened or needs to happen in regards of the way that you think or react or communicate. We are coming out of that Mercury retrograde, so that's a good thing. Things should be flowing better, easily, more of a flow. Clarifying the Two of Pentacles. Come here. Is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So this way is somebody patiently waiting, reaping what you sow, reaping your rewards, right? Putting a lot of time and care and energy into your ideas, what it is that you create, or an investment. In reverse, this is talking about not having patience, not waiting. So if it's clarifying this Two of Pentacles, it tells me that maybe there was a lot of before the emotions were getting to you or them in some way, where the action was done first because of the emotion, instead of taking a step back and being patient and doing this, you know, work, this even like some fairness, like treating them fairly, acting accordingly, not letting the way that they look or the way that they act affect you, where then it might have been a waste of time. There you go. Waste of time. So, somebody's not waiting, or tired of waiting. Could be dealing with someone that has just been very emotionally unapproachable, not easy to approach. They might find that this is how you are. Clarifying the Page of Swords is the Hanged Man. This actually is upright, even though it looks like it's upside down. Some of you guys might be into like Pilates or some yoga. This is what is needed to get that mental clarity before you make this decision. You know, that time is needed to take a step back and really look at all the sides, really investigate or analyze these pros and the cons and make a fair and just decision, cutting through the BS. The Hangman is about enlightenment. It's about seeing things in different, having a different view, a different perspective, a different angle, not so one-sided. Bias, not being so biased. So this is good, because it seems like something might have been held up for too long, kind of feeling like been stuck in limbo, right? Been stuck in limbo. But it's necessary now to look at everybody's side, all the angles, detach from the emotional, be a little bit more patient so you can really see the truth, or see your truth. What is your truth? How do you really feel? Tell me how you really feel, right? Or tell them. No sugarcoating. Communicate that. Okay, I want to give you two. I'll give you two. King of Swords in reverse. This could be a legal issue. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or you have this in your chart. So something is not on the up and up, apparently. Usually this king energy, doesn't have to be a king, is someone that is very responsible, very loyal, very fair, very just. Doesn't stand for the BS, doesn't talk BS, right? You can't lie to this king or queen, because they're very good at picking up, intuitively picking up on the lies, a sense of character, a good sense of character. Okay, so in reverse, this is someone that can't trust, not loyal, doesn't give you the whole freaking story. Something is not making sense. Now you're getting some truth, which is making it believable because there's some truth there. But again, not getting the whole story. Might need to detach from this person or place or situation that makes you feel this way, because apparently the trust is not there. You could just not be trusting yourself. So then what, are you lying to yourself? And then we have the Eight of Swords. I told you this page right here, that sword and that Seven of Swords equals the Eight of Swords, which is going to bring you lots of just mental conflict, anxiety, stress, feeling trapped within your thoughts, feeling like you cannot get out of this situation, even though if you were to just, take off those loose binds, feeling bound. She could take off the blindfold and see that those swords are not close to her. There's nobody there. She can just walk away, he or she, right? So it does look like there is something that you might be worried about, not trusting someone, feeling like, hey, if that's your gut feeling that something's wrong here, you can't trust them, you can't trust it, then this is a vibe that you initially already had, right? Your first instinct. Or it could have been already something you've dealt with. Now they want to say, they want to not fight. They're not into the drama anymore, not dealing with who they're dealing with. Give me another chance, So, but you're feeling the way you're feeling for a reason. I always say that tarot is not, I don't consider myself a psychic, so this is the energy that you possibly could be dealing with, surrounds you. You have free will, do whatever you want to do. I feel like tarot is more a confirmation for something that you instinctively already know. Could be that third party situation. Doesn't have to be all, cheating type. You guys know your story. It could just be a third situation. They are not going to stop working so much. They're not going to stop paying more attention to their friends and their family. Well, is that a bad thing? I guess it depends on your issue. So the Three of Cups, this is celebrating. This is reuniting. There with the Eight of Wands, hearing from, you might have been communicating with this person for a while, especially if it's like social media online. Before, you go ahead and meet up, all this information has been gathered, verified, like, all right, you're on the up and up. I'm not crazy. So that's a good thing. Celebrate. It's time. Let's do this. But then if you have gathered what you've gathered and you see that something's not adding up, you are not crazy. Don't rationalize it. It is what it is. If they're lying, it's because they're lying. You can't trust them. So yeah, that part, just cut it off at the knees, right? I also feel like, those internet scams that they do. Internet scams were like, oh, I'm a prince of whatever. I just need you to give me your bank account number and I'm going to give you half. Yeah, that's like too good to be true. If it's too good to be true in that way, then yeah, you already know this. It is too good to be true. Let's see what we have under here. Four of Swords. If you're losing sleep over it, get that restless feeling, something's up. It kind of tells me like, don't focus so much on that. Let it go. It is what it is. It's not going to happen. Why don't you just go celebrate and go out with friends, family, celebrate yourself, reunite, reunion. Have fun. Have fun. You don't have to have a date to go out on Valentine's. You know what? Every day, you don't need that one day only to celebrate and feel loved. Love you. Do you. Go out with your friends. If you don't got friends, I'm sorry. Be your own friend. I ain't got friends like that, you know? It's okay. That's my choice, though. Okay. My Aries, after hearing, my friends that are hearing me, that's not what I meant, okay? Alrighty then. Just told on myself. Okay. What would you like to know after hearing what you heard, seeing what you've seen? Let's see if we can give you an answer. Okay, look for a sign. Look for a sign. A lot of you guys have been seeing this sign and you're trying to ignore it. Like, oh no, I see that all the time. I know what it means, but no, that's not for me. That's just a coincidence. A coincidence is a sign, isn't it? Yes, because there are no coincidences. Coincidences. Did I say that right? Okay, here we go. Your angels have a very special and specific answer to your question. You can expect to see signs right away that will have deep meaning to you. Many people see white feathers to indicate that your angels are with them, that their angels are with them. Or they may smell scents from their childhood that they connect with a family member. Signs require focused attention, so be awake to the possibilities. Don't mistake synchronistic events for mere coincidences at this time. They are a message especially designed for you. My Aries, please, if you're still with me, press that like button. As some of you might know, I've been gone for a while from YouTube, and apparently YouTube doesn't prioritize, and I can never say that word, put my YouTube channel as a priority for now. So I need you guys to please like and subscribe, and if you have not been notified when I upload these, if you want to be notified, click the little bell thingy so you can be notified. And hope this helps. Thank you. Bye.